Funny you mentioned that. I was just at a furry con in Chicago to buy a car. Me, find a clean car for sale on FBMP. Talk to the guy, try to suss out whether or not it's a piece of shit. Guy knows his shit. Car was built at a reputable garage and has been well taken care of. Get a day off last weekend, jump on a plane to Chicago. Also grab a hotel cause the banks are closed on Sunday. Get off plane, go to my hotel and message the guy. Yeah, I'm at Midwest Fur Fest right now, you can come look at the car, it's in the garage. What? Gif. Act dumb and ask about the fur show like they're trading beaver and seal furs like it's 1820. Nah, it's a group of cool people who dress up like animals. We make art and music too. Sure bud. MP3. Get a cab from my hotel to the convention center. Call a Catholic priest buddy over the phone and get my last rites done wirelessly. Stepping out of the taxi, the smell hits me immediately. A mix of weed, bow and human shit. Get in an elevator with a bunch of guys that look like they're straight out of episode 9, season 1 of Code Geass. Ask them what the deal is with airline food. No response. Turn 360 and walk away once the elevator doors open. Quickly walk the dinosaur behind some guy in a giant raptor suit. Finally make it to the furry's room. Huge suite on the top floor, he's sitting on a couch sipping wine with his fellow fur fags. They offer me a glass. I take it because autism. Turns out the car is mint and I buy it. At least he took care of his car. Me. Driving my truck. See a young boy walking. Middle school age, longish hair, fragile girly body. Obviously doesn't have a man in his life. Uncle mode engaged. Stop and ask him if he's ever ridden a truck before. He says yes. Ask if he's ever rolled coal in a lifted Cummins before. No. Hompin' I say. We drive around, let him lean over and push the horn. Suddenly I see blue lights in my mirror. Sigh, what I do this time? Cops immediately pull me out of the truck. Something about an Amber Alert's missing child. Tell I don't know anything about that. They ask me about the boy. Tell him how he ain't got a male role model and I was just trying to put a little man in him, give him some spunk etc. Ask me if even done this before. I say sure, all the boys know me. No, they got me up some bullshit charges and local Karens are spreading rumors about on Facebook. This isn't a free country anymore. Me. 16. Neighbor flipped sandrails for extra cash. Work for gas money. Get a nice dual carb 1776 that sat for 5 years. Carb rebuild time. Do the needful. Neighbor slaps carbs back on. Get it to fire. Shits, farts, pops, won't idle no matter what. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Get the other neighbor involved. Ancient shed dwelling VW expert. As us pop a carb off. WTF, there's paper towel in here. Pull intakes. Dig a rag and 2 more paper towels out. Oh, it idles now. Send shed man off with a 30 of Budweiser. Slips me one before he goes. Good times. I'll try to make you feel better. Me. 300 Ford. Have issues starting, idling but still gets to work, after multiple days. Finally barely starts, so decide to pop the hood. Grab carb, it flops around. Unbolt the 4 bolts to intake. Hear bolts scatter. Count bolts from throttle plate to main body. Found 5 out of 6, 2 still in carb, 1 on intake, 1 on frame rail, 1 on the gutter. Check inside intake manifold. Totally no screw there. JPG. Bolt everything back down. Hit ignition. That sounds weird. Oh cool, the noise stopped. Me. 16. Driving my mom's 1998 Honda Fit. In the middle of a long line of cars waiting for a light. See 2 of my friends on the sidewalk. Open the window and yell hi to them. Rev it, ha ha ha. Shift into neutral. Forget I'm on a somewhat steep uphill. Roll back and bump into the Cadillac behind me. No visible markings but the driver is still pissed. Me. No car knowledge but enjoy the aesthetics and want to learn. Find 1989 Chrysler TC by Maserati for cheap, fall in love with it. Friend has basically a whole mechanics shop in his garage and is teaching me how to wrench it. Engine looks like a Lego set, super easy to switch parts. Perfect car to learn to wrench, electrics are easy too. Normies love it. Now when car people stop me I feel like I can talk about it from a mechanical standpoint and not be a retard. Hit a deer day 5 of owning it and break its leg but barely get a dent in the metal, which we basically fixed without even panel beating. Bought in cash so I pay jack shit for insurance unlike my boring ass 2019 Elantra I had earlier. Can DD it because I'm a WFH Chad who doesn't commute to work. Fucking love this car. It may not be a true classic but it's taught me a lot about how to fix cars and shit. Me. Driving on a dark rural road at night. See faggot in the oncoming lane has his brights on. He turns them off as soon as he sees me. Then he starts flashing me to turn my high beams off. I don't have my high beams on. Maybe my headlights have gone out of adjustment. Look at my light line on trees and signs as I drive past. It's low as fuck. My 40-year-old semi-sealed beams have standard bulbs in them and they're dull as fuck compared to the average modern monstrosity. I think perhaps he just assumed that everyone drives around these country roads with their high beams on until they see someone and turn them off, so when he didn't see my lights change he assumed I must still be high beaming. It's not a bold assumption to make because everyone does drive around these country roads with their high beams on, but I don't. Me. Rebuild something. Bolts look like shit. Check bucket for something with the same thread, profit. Sucks to be you.jpg. Me driving on a straight one-way road. See the faggot in the coming lane has his brights on. Start flickering my lights to tell him to turn them off. He doesn't do it. I start riding halfway on his lane. Little cucks usually pull off to the side. These people deserve no mercy. And yes, I'm crazy.